Hey guys, it's Joy here, and today I am sharing 5 things I wish I knew before college. So I have been out of college for over a year now, and I'm going to be spilling the tea on everything I wish I knew. Today's video is sponsored by Norton, and I can't wait to share more of how Norton and their products can help you stay safe online with their cybersecurity features. Leave a comment down below if you are heading to college, you're a current student, or you are a college grad. And after you do that, we can get right into the tips. Let's get started. So the first thing that I wish I knew before college is that your laptop is actually going to be your lifeline. Almost every class is going to require some work on a laptop, whether that is taking notes in class, writing papers, making presentations, emailing your professor, checking your grades. You will literally use your laptop every day for almost everything you do, and you really need to cherish the laptop you have and get a really good laptop to last you all 4 years. You will also find yourself studying in a variety of places like your dorm, library, around campus, outside, coffee shops, all of the things. And one thing that I didn't really realize is that every time you're logging on to Wi-Fi that's not yours, your laptop security can be compromised. And this is so important because in college, you just have way more responsibilities and data that you are putting at risk to the world, like your credit card information, all of your personal information, and anything of importance on your laptop. So you do not want someone to, get access to that and hack into your computer. So this is where Norton 360 comes in. So like I said, Norton is the sponsor of this video, but I really like what they are offering for college students, because like I said, your laptop is going to be your lifeline, and you really don't want anything to happen to it because ain't nobody got time to pay for a new laptop because it got hacked or has malware or something like that. So the things that I like about Norton's 360 product that I think is most relevant to you guys is, one, just their general device security. You want your device to be secure, and because you're going to be downloading different files and things like that, you don't want to download something that can be harmful to your laptop. So Norton has device security, which we all know if you've heard about Norton before. So they have a couple of other things that I think are super cool. One of those being their ID theft protection. So you can actually get notified if someone else uses your personal information to apply for a credit card or something like that. Next, they have password autofill. So if you have a ton of new passwords that you have to remember as a student, you can actually use this feature so that it can securely store all of your passwords so that you don't have to remember them or write them down in a place that's not secure. And the last feature I really like is their VPN. So they have a secure VPN so that hackers can't see what you are browsing, and it's super cool for those times where you're not in your home, but it also works if you're at your home as well. So that about wraps up tip number 1, that your laptop is going to be your lifeline. If you're interested in checking out Norton, I will have the information linked down in the description box. But in the meantime, let's get into the second thing I wish I knew before college. So the second thing I wish I knew before going to college is that networking is going to be so critical to getting your first job out of college. I think we all hear about networking, but are not quite sure how to navigate it. It's kind of awkward. It seems like something you can push off until the last minute. But I think that the most critical thing is starting to build your network as soon as you get onto campus, because 4 years goes by so fast. And a lot of big companies are actually recruiting starting with juniors when they intern, and then by the beginning of senior year, people have job offers. So you do not want to wait until the last minute to begin building your network. So here are a few ways you can build your network. You can go to career events. You can connect with alumni that might be in the respective field that you want to work in or in the city that you live in. You can participate in internships, which is super important because that's how you build your network outside of the people on your campus, and you make connections with potential companies that you would want to work at. And the fourth thing is, as you go to these events and do internships, you want to stay in touch with the connections you make. If you do an internship freshman year, maybe every 6 months follow up with your old team or managers to see how they're doing, just so that they can keep you on their mind, and you can update them on any projects you've been working on that are relevant or anything that you think would be useful to their team. Staying in touch is so important because if you are staying in touch with someone for freshman through senior year, it is likely that if there is an opening, they will be more willing to give you a referral, and then you can land a job. So the third thing I wish I knew before college is that you will only make friends by putting yourself out there. After high school, making friends gets a lot more trickier because at college you are on a big campus. People seem to have, their place on campus, and sometimes you need to figure out, what type of people you want to be around. So make sure you are attending on-campus events and social events to meet people who have similar interests as you. You can also join clubs and organizations so you can actually participate in activities that you like with other people who love the same things that you do. Also, if you have a current friend group, don't be afraid to branch out and do things on your own to meet new people. I know in college it seems like you have to stick with the same friend group and do everything together, but the best thing you can do is just keep meeting new people and expanding to make sure you have the right people that are surrounding you, who are supportive and love the same things that you do. So my fourth thing I wish I knew before college, this is a good one, and that is before you pay for anything, whether it's a big ticket item or something small, see if there is a scholarship for it or if there is a student discount. You have the key to saving money as a college student. You're already dishing out money, to pay for tuition and stuff. So anything else you're going to pay for it, see if there is a scholarship or a student discount for it. For example, if you're about to study abroad, see if there are any scholarships you can apply for students who are learning the language you're learning or going to the country you're going to. There are so many options where people will pay for your flights, pay for different things to just get you there. When it comes to small ticket items, if you're going to eat out or do an activity, see if there are any student discounts. And if there aren't any student discounts, see if there are any general discounts. You can go on different sites to find coupons and make sure you are just staying within your budget as a college student. One other big area you can save in is conferences. So if you go to different conferences as a student, most of the time those conferences will have scholarships to support students in their travels, accommodations, and their admission to those conferences. So when I was in school, I got admission to a bunch of different conferences for free. I even got to travel from LA to New York on all expenses paid, stayed at a fancy hotel, and got to go to a cool conference. So you can also have those opportunities paid for you. And that brings me into the last thing I wish I knew before college. It's related to the last step, and that is making sure you take every opportunity that you can to travel. College is a great time to travel, especially if you didn't go away to a different state for school and you still want to experience new things. So when I was in school, I actually did a couple of study abroad programs. I did a month-long program in Brazil, and I did a semester-long program in Spain. Even if you're not doing something as long as that, you still have conferences like we just spoke about. You can take weekend trips with your friends. If someone has a car, you guys can do a road trip. And the thing I love about just traveling in college is that everyone is still a student. So usually in those situations, you're taking your laptops to finish assignments. During my study abroad program, whenever we would travel, we would all take our laptops and be writing papers, whether it's on the plane, train, anywhere to where we are going. And one thing I wish I had was Norton 360, because I was blogging onto different free Wi-Fi, different areas of the world that probably wasn't secure. You just took anything you could get when you were working on a deadline for a paper. And I wish I had their VPN feature, because while I was traveling, I would have been able to browse privately so hackers couldn't see what I was doing. And I think that this is a feature that's super important if you're considering traveling, or just that you're gonna be on your laptop in a ton of different places. When you are on public Wi-Fi, you're just putting your personal information at risk, and we do not have time for that. You just don't wanna be in that situation, especially if you're having fun on a trip. So those are the 5 things I wish I knew before college. Comment down below which was most helpful to you, and make sure while you are down in the comment section, you go to the description box to check out Norton's 360 product so that you can protect your personal information and your devices as a college student. Make sure you check out all of my other videos on navigating college, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!